a dormant, sleepy army of wandering souls out there currently incarnate that have no fucking clue what they're doing. But there is a large portion of that too is beginning to wake up, and that large portion of that group is a lot of the people that are watching this right now. And I know that some of you watching, probably the majority of you watching, have this instinctual feeling that you're here to make a difference, but perhaps you simply don't know how. And to you, I shape these teachings in such a way that it is sometimes like a drill sergeant, because you are ready, you are capable, you are willing to step up your game and to remember who you are. You're capable of that. And in that, it doesn't make you as innocent as some of the other souls. Meaning you have the capacity, and so I can say these things, which I wouldn't say to someone who truly has no clue, who truly has no idea. Tough love does not work on someone who does not have access to what you're saying, does not have the capacity to understand that. But for those that do have the capacity to understand this consciously, I increase the intensity of the teaching because I need you guys to get on board. I need to get you on board. It sounds a little silly, but it's just a way of saying that we are here to make a difference, to protect the innocent, to educate the innocent of this world. You didn't come here to be a consumer of anything. Not spirituality, not happiness, not pleasure, not relationship, not sex, not tantra, not yoga, not nothing. You're not here to be a consumer of any of the stuff this world is made of. And I'm talking to a few people here. I'm not talking to everyone. This is not for everyone. But we are creating an army of people that are able to stand in the light, to stand firmly in that pure awareness. And from that state of awareness, are able to see and notice and sense and become sensitive and compassionate enough to make a difference. But once you realize that this world is not here to please you, you are here to make a difference and to learn as you go. And that's what you take with you when you die. The lessons that you learned, the growth that your soul has gone through. You don't take with you all the stuff you can get here. You don't take with you your relationships. You take with you what you learned from those relationships, what you extracted out of them. But you see, you're not here to get anything. When you realize that you can let go of all expectations, understand that people, things, events, projects, businesses, everything will consistently continue to let you down. Now, don't make this your mantra, but make it a realization. Once you realize it, you're free. You're free of attachment to form. And I want to be here to raise those leaders, to help lead the leaders, to help guide the leaders, to wake up more fully, to be able to handle anything that comes your way, to let go of all attachments. And in order to do that, I sometimes give you a kick of the ass. Because what that is really kicking out of your system. When I kick your ass, I'm really kicking out of your system, or attempting to kick out of your system, to purge the portions of this collective mentality that you've adopted as your own, but they are not your mentalities. They do not belong to you. They do not serve your mission. They do not serve your purpose here, and they do not serve your connection to higher self. Ironically and unfortunately, and I say this with a grain of salt because ultimately it doesn't matter, right? But from a relative point of view, from a compassionate point of view, from the mission's point of view, it does matter. It absolutely matters. And it's a shame, it's unfortunate from that point of view that so many of you are still holding on to the bullshit as if those strategies and tactics apply to you when they do not. You're not meant to take on the strategies of this world, the hopes for this, for pleasure, for comfort, for safety, for security, for eternity in form, for accumulating things, for accumulating relationships, consuming relationships, getting validated, getting met. You, to whom I'm speaking now, those wandering souls of a high nature that come here to make a difference, you're never going to be met by the people around you, unless there are other wanderers that to an extent you may be able to be met. But you see, it's the sooner you realize that you're not going to get anything out of this world, the sooner you realize your freedom and you're empowered to give, to radiate, to give, to radiate, to relentlessly give. And there's nothing that feels more true. You'll see. It doesn't feel true to consume this world. It feels great and amazing to give to the world because that's your blueprint. Again, not for everyone, but for those that I'm speaking to right now. Millions of wandering souls actually came here not to consume this world, but to make it a better place. For those that are innocent. For the natives that do not know any better, that truly actually do not know any better, this is simply where they're at. And they're going to have a much more lengthy process in remembering the truths and embodying the truths that we are talking about here today. Because for them it's a new experience in a way, it's a new development. But for a lot of you, for the army of shepherds that are here today, that are still slumbering, that are still sleepy, that are still entranced by the concepts of this world and the tactics and the strategies given to you by your parents, your media, the cabal, your friends, and all the fucked up delusional stuff that you hear every single day in your environment as you interact with people, as you interact with this world. You know, you got to stand strong in that vibration, in that fire while you are here. And that's why I do what I do, to remind you guys that this is why you're here, and to give you a kick in the ass in an attempt to kick out all the stuff that doesn't work. Show you your bullshit so you can choose to let it go if you so choose. And I encourage you to choose to let it go. It's an absolutely safe practice. You're not a fucking human being. You know? So don't worry about that stuff. Let that shit go. Be light. Be the soul you came here to be. Make a difference. Give. Don't take. Give. And when you get so clear on why you are here, there will not be any arrogance in your heart, even if you're raising yourself above the crowd so that you are seen, so that you show up, so that you can be a demonstration, an example of something that this world has not yet quite seen before. And if we do this by the masses will follow, the masses will understand, they will accept. The 100th monkey effect will take place. Once we reach that critical mass of enough individuals, of a collective becoming open-minded, becoming aware of the possibilities of their soul and the potential of what they truly are. As soon as we reach this critical mass, the whole world, in one fell swoop, pretty much, will catch up, or at least their minds and their hearts will open to this potential, and we will have upgraded the civilization to a vibrational standard where it can receive and give that universal quality of love, of light, of empowerment, of wisdom, of awareness, higher awareness. But if the army of shepherds is not even waking up and is giving these messages such a difficult time, and is putting up so much resistance to their own potential because they've adopted a lot of this cesspool of infinite delusion that is present on this planet, then how are you going to make a difference? If you become one of them, so to speak, and again I say this with no inequality in my heart, if you become one of the sheep, how can you be a shepherd? It's just physics, it's just logic. If you become like someone else, you should only ever do that to help speak their language, to mimic them enough to where they can hear what you're saying and be perceivable to them. Otherwise, you just fly under the radar or above the radar, and they would not have the capacity to consciously recognize you or what you're saying.